respected dear family members, my pranams to you. So many people ask so many questions about Vedas, Brahmanas, Upanishads and so on. These questions are based on the explanations given for the last 11 episodes uploaded in the YouTube. One of the most important set of questions asked was about the Upanishads, that is classification of Upanishads, which I explained yesterday. I gave only a casual explanation on the Upanishads yesterday, so I will go slightly deeper into the Upanishad. Then if time permits, I will answer the questions asked by some Hindus, Muslims and Christians on Vedas and related subjects. About Upanishads, I will just read one line. You can see there are, as I explained yesterday, 108 Upanishads. Among these, 10 Upanishads belong to Rig Veda. We call it as Rigvediya Upanishad. Total number 10, and all the 10 Upanishads begin with the Shanti mantra Om Vangme Manasi Pradishtita Manome Vachi Pradishtidam Aviravirma Yedhi Vedasyama Anistaha Srutam Mema Prahasiranena Ahoratran Sandadami. Whenever you listen this Shanti mantra, that shows that that particular Upanishad belongs to Rig Veda. Then 19 Upanishads out of 108 Upanishads belong to Shukla Yajurveda. They are known as Shukla Yajurvediya Upanishad. The Shanti mantra of Shukla Yajurvediya Upanishad is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyade. Then Krishna Yajurvediya Upanishads are 32 in numbers. Out of 108 Upanishads, 32 Upanishads belong to Krishna Yajurvedam, and they start with the Shanti mantra Om Sahana Avavadu Sahana Ubunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Then 16 Upanishads belong to Samaveda. They are known as Samavediya Upanishads. Samavediya Upanishad begin with the Shanti mantra Om Apyayandu Mamangani Pranaha Chakshuhu Srotram Balamindriyani Chasarvani, and so on. So you can see 10 Upanishads belong to Rig Veda, 19 Upanishads belongs to Shukla Yajurveda, 32 Upanishads belong to Krishna Yajurveda, 16 Upanishads belong to Samaveda, and 31 Upanishad belongs to Atharva Veda. The Shanti mantra of Atharva Vediya Upanishad are Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyema Akshabhir Yajatraha Stirairangaihi Tushtuvagam Sastanubhir Vishema Devahitam Yadayuhu. The moment you see the Shanti mantra Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Deva, you should understand that that particular Upanishad belongs to Atharva Veda. Upanishads are classified in different ways. You can see Yoga Upanishad. There are good number of Upanishads which explain about yoga. The Shaiva Upanishad, good number of Upanishads explain Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, Skanda and so on. There are Vaishnava Upanishad. Among these 108 Upanishad, Vaishnava Upanishad explain about Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, and so on. Shakteya Upanishad. Upanishad explaining Bhadragali, Bhagavati, Devi, and so on. Not only that, we generally say out of 108 Upanishad, 10 Upanishad, Dashopanishads are the most important Upanishad which explain in detail about the philosophy of Sanatana Dharma. Some other people have got another opinion which is also complementary to this one, not contradictory. There are 18 Upanishad, Ashtadesha Upanishad, which give the fantastic explanation of ancient Indian philosophy, and that philosophy of India connected with the mind, prana, that is connected with Panja Jnanendriya, Panja Karmendriya, then similarly Panja Bodha, Panja Prana, and so on. So in-depth knowledge about the Indian philosophy, Dvaita and Advaita, these are all explained in the Upanishad, as I told you earlier. Now many people asked me the question, from where we can get the most authentic Vedic books. Vedic books are now available in Motilal Banarsi Das Varanasi and Chaukamba. Same, that is also from Varanasi. From where we can download Veda Mantra. I would like to say digitalized Veda Mantras are uploaded in the website. Indian Institute has uploaded in www.iis.org. You can freely download 200 hours of Rig Veda, Krishna Yajurveda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, and all the 5 Vedas, Krishna Yajurveda and Shukla Yajurveda. Digitalized version has been uploaded, and many other people have uploaded the Veda Mantra. You can freely download. And if you want to know, and some people asked me how to know the chanting methodology. If you want to know the complication of chanting the Veda Mantra, just you go to internet and give Veda Mantra chanting. You can see hundreds and hundreds of videos uploaded on how to chant the Veda Mantra. Hundreds and hundreds of videos uploaded by different people, including the scientists from VSSC, ISRO, and so on. How it should be chanted, they have uploaded it and available in the video. Now, how to understand the meaning of Veda Mantra? It is really difficult, but still nowadays many Indian scholars have given the messages, meanings of the Veda Mantra. It will be very good. But remember that, as I told in the beginning, Veda Mantra has got 3 types of meaning: Adhyatmika meaning, Adibhaudika meaning, Adidevata meaning. So understanding Veda Mantra, meaning wise or messages wise, it will take some more time. It cannot be just like understood, because one thing, it is not ordinary Sanskrit, it is Vedic Sanskrit, which is extremely refined Sanskrit, and sometimes each word will be having 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 meanings also. So appropriately taking the meaning and understanding the meaning and messages will be important whenever you want to learn the Vedic mantra and its message. Then, can anyone read Veda Mantra? Anybody can read Veda Mantra, anybody can study Veda Mantra. But remember, a guru is needed for learning Veda Mantra. Merely learning Veda Mantra from listening cassettes or CDs will not be advisable. Mainly because some of these Shrutis are little complicated. Suppose you are thinking of learning Carnatic music directly from listening some CDs and cassettes without going to a music teacher, then you can see that you will not be getting the full experience and knowledge about the Carnatic music. Exactly like that, Veda Mantra cannot be learned directly from a textbook because of the complexity of their Shrutis. That's the only reason. There is no question of spirituality or religious rules. which prevent you from learning directly from CDs. And some people asked the question, what are the purpose of the Brahmanas? Brahmanas, I told you 18 granthas are there. The ultimate purpose of Brahmanas are giving the rules and directions for performing the yagas. But remember that learning the methodology of performing the yagas from Brahmanas is not that easy, because Brahmanas give only minor directions. If somebody wants to learn the procedure of performing yagas, they have to go to Srauta Sutra of Kalpa Shastra. Directly from Brahmanas, it is impossible or practically very complicated. Some people ask the questions, I want to go to Sannyasa and Vanaprastha and I want to learn Aranyaka. My advice to them, you can go to Sannyasa or Vanaprastha, but not getting dejected from family life, but leading family life itself. You can work with Mata Amritanandamayi, you can work with the Sai Seva Samiti, you can work with the Brahma Kumari, Chinmaya Mission, Bhumananda Swami. So many good Swamijis are there. Good service-oriented work performers are there. Working with them will be the most ideal thing for a sannyasi or a vanaprasthi. Going to the forest and spending the time is not advisable in the 21st century. Do good service to the society, to the poor people, old age people, sick people, orphans and so on. That will be the best sannyasa for the 21st century. Do it without any hidden agenda, without any other motivation, without keeping some aim of making money and other thing. Don't do that one. So sannyasa and vanaprastha in the 21st century is serving the people. Jana Seva, Janardana Seva, Nara Seva, Narayana Seva, and so on. Which Upanishad I should learn? This is a question asked. The best advice from me I would like to give. Learn Ishavasya Upanishad, which is one of the very small Upanishads. It gives 18 mantras, I told you earlier. It will be very good because 18 mantras give 18 entirely integrated messages for the human life. Studying that is not that much difficult. Sri Narayana Guru has given a commentary also for that, Bhasha Bhashyam, for the 18 mantras. If you have got more time, go to Kena Upanishad, Kada Upanishad, Shveta Shvedara Upanishad, Mahanarayana Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which are all very complicated Upanishad. When you go deeper and deeper into the subject, it may be difficult for you to understand. These are the general questions asked from the Hindus for knowing about Vedas. Some Muslims have asked the questions. Zakir Naik has told that on Allahu and Kaaba, Quran, these are all the words which are also mentioned in the Vedas. This is nothing but nonsense. You know Kaaba, Muhammad Nabi, Pravachaka, these are all the words from Arabic, and Vedas are written in Sanskrit. How can one expect that Arabic words are coming in the Vedas? Not only that, Vedas were composed about 4000, 5000 BC. Even English historians have put the age of Vedas 2000, 2500 BC. But remember that Islam is of a recent origin, only 1300 years. How can one expect that Allah's word is in the Vedas? And Zakir Naik has explained that in Chandogya Upanishad, the Islamic messages are there. Anybody can tell anything if he is not mentally perfect. Rahul Gandhi's devotees can say all whatever is told by Rahul Gandhi is also available in Vedas. Nobody can prevent by saying that one. Because anybody can say anything, there is no prohibition for that. And Zakir Naik, another question is, Zakir Naik says that Quran contains all the knowledge, whereas Vedas contain only little bit of knowledge. I can say my wife is the most beautiful wife in the world. I can say my children are the most intelligent children in the world. Who can prevent that one? Zakir Naik can tell everything is there in Quran because he has not even looked into Vedas, but he is pretending that he is a Vedic scholar. Anybody can pretend anyway. Nobody is going to object for that one. Because this is a free world. Anybody can claim anything. Anybody can act the way he likes. And anybody can say Vedas contain everything. Quran is useless. And Muslims can say most useful book in the world is Quran. Vedas are useless. And Zakir Naik tells that only one God is there in Vedas. So Islam and Hindu Dharma are same. Not at all. In Vedas, Dyava Pradhivi Janayan Deva Eka. One God monotheism is explained in Vedas, no doubt about it. But Tvam Sri, Tvam Puman, Tvam Indra, Tvam Varuna, Tvam Rudra, Tvam Vishnu, Tvam Brahma, all other gods are explained as the manifestation of the single divine power. So other deities are also there in Vedas, unlike what Zakir Naik tells. So Zakir Naik used to tell so many things about which why not you answer? This is the question asked to me. I would like to say only one thing. The dogs will bark, caravans will be moving towards the market. It is not my job to answer all the screaming, the shouting and the challenging and protesting and talking against something. Anybody in the world has got the freedom to tell anything. It is not my duty, it is not my responsibility. It is not the work that I should take to answer all these questions and challenges posed by some people who think that everything is there in their religious book. It's not my, a thief can run the way he likes. But a policeman will have to run only behind the thief. I don't want to become a policeman, and Zakir Naik can become easily a thief. It is his duty to say anything. And some Muslims have asked, instead of sitting in the closed room and giving explanation to Zakir Naik, why don't you come out? This I have many times explained that it is not my job to give answer for Imam Akbar or Muhammad Ali or other Muslims or Zakir Naik, those who think that when they are experts in Vedas, and the most crooked part among their explanations and among their work is that they consider only Quran is there, only Muhammad Nabi is there, only Kaaba is there. That itself is the narrowest way of presenting the thoughts in the world. When I start telling that only I am living in this world, only my thoughts are correct, only my book is correct, only my God is correct, only my way is correct, who else can explain that type of narrow mind? Anybody would like to explain that mentality, it can be concluded by saying that he is mentally abnormal. That's the only. If Marxist party people say that only Marxism is correct, and if Congress people start telling that only Sonia Gandhi is correct, if BJP is telling that only Modi is correct, what can I do about that? I am not responsible for answering all these questions. So about Vedas, anybody would like to know? If questions are there, in this YouTube I will be explaining. So many Christians have asked other questions. Is there any explanation about Prajapati in Veda? Veda explains in detail about Prajapati. Prajapate et sahajam purastad aishyamugram pratimanja shubram mitnyopavidam balamastu tejaha. Prajapati word is coming throughout Vedas. Prajapati is Brahma Prajapati, Rudra Prajapati and Vishnu Prajapati. Another group of Christians have asked the question, is there any mention about Yeshu Prajapati? You just think that Jesus' story itself is a fabricated story. From a Mediterranean local story, Jesus' story got fabricated. And the younger days of Jesus are copied from Lord Krishna. Kristu, Krishna, Vasudeva, Yeshudeva, and so on. So such a story, how can it come? The story developed for the last 2000 years, how can it come in Veda written about 6000 years ago? It is just like that. If I am telling that Mahatma Gandhi lived with Lord Krishna, Mahatma Gandhi and Lord Krishna were friends, how it will be true? They were born and brought up in different period. So Prajapati is the divine concept in Veda that has been by crooked way taken as Yeshu Prajapati, and then Christians, including the bishop and the cardinal, started playing the role by saying that Jesus is a Prajapati. You just think Vishnu Prajapati has got Mahalakshmi as his wife. In the concept, it is not history. Mahavishnu is not a historical figure. Brahma Prajapati has got Saraswati as a concept, his wife. Rudra Prajapati has got the wife Parvati as a concept. Trimurti Sankalpa. If Jesus is coming as a Prajapati, then Jesus is not a historical figure. It is only an imaginary story type of figure. Then Jesus has not married. Then these bishop and cardinal should advertise in the matrimonial column for finding a wife for Yeshu Prajapati. These are all the crooked way of presenting all the nonsenses for cheating the Hindus and converting the Hindus into Christian fold by telling that our God is mentioned in your Veda. To Sakir Naik's people and also to Christians, I would like to say that if Vedas contain about Quran, Vedas contain about Allah or Yeshu Prajapati, then why can't you follow Veda instead of going to the most primitive books written for the Arabians and the most primitive books written for the Israeli shepherds? Why not you follow the Vedas written in India 4000, 5000 years prior to Bible writing? So let us be Indian and take Indian knowledge, and if Prajapati is issue and Prajapati is explained in Vedas, then instead of following the Bible, you follow the Vedas, because we have explained Jesus according to the Christians and Vedas explain about Allah. So follow only Veda instead of following the foreign book and foreign God. Let us be Indian and let us follow Indian book and Indian God, which also include Allah and Jesus. And some people ask me the question, is there anything called Prajapati Yagam? What is Prajapati Yaga? Sacrificing the God. Do you think that Brahma Prajapati, Rudra Prajapati and Vishnu Prajapati are sacrificed just like a goat or chicken sacrificing? What a crooked way of presenting. Dr. Koshi Abraham has written a book, Prajapati Yaga. The foreword for that book is written by the present bishop. Think how crooked way the bishops and the Christian missionaries are working for cheating Hindus. And many people used to say from Christian community that the Vedas and Upanishads also explain the messages from Jesus Christ. To them also, I want to tell that one, if all these explanations you think are available in Indian books, follow Indian books and reject the Bible. And if you go deep into the Bible fully, I am very sure that you will immediately reject Bible. It cannot be digested in Indian culture. These two books, Quran and Bible, if you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you can see that one. Human beings are considered as sinners. Pope is a sinner because he is a human being. Many of the saints were human beings. So they are also sinners. So one sinner is elevated by another sinner as the saint, Saint Sebastian, Saint Thomas, Saint Joseph, Saint Mary. How it happened? One sinner elevated another sinner to the level of saint. And the most important fraud is that my sin will be taken by Jesus Christ, who was born 2000 years ago and died of his own mistakes, not for my mistake. These concepts are not available in Vedas at all. So I am talking only about Vedas. I am very specifically telling that Vedic scholars will not protest against this type of fraud, because Vedic scholars know that all these lie, all these fraud, all these so-called flattering and plagiarism will be wiped out by the nature. It will not stand. Instead of going on shouting against what these Christians and Muslims are doing, the best thing is learn Veda, learn Upanishad, and teach Vedas and Upanishads in the true spirit of the knowledge, Jnana Yoga, and get yourself elevated. Instead of answering these type of abnormal explanations, keeping hidden agenda in the mind of converting Hindus to Islam, converting Hindus to Christian fold, these type of dramas are acted. But remember, these are all being done by the permission of the top bishops and cardinals of the Christian community, about which Hindus are ignorant, Christians are ignorant, and Muslims are ignorant. It is the duty of Christians to direct their community in the pathway of Satya, Dharma, Niti, Nyaya. The priests, the Christian priests and the Christian nuns keep the ultimate aim of cheating their own pupil by explaining so many unusual, uncommon, unnecessary wordings and narrations for keeping the Christians in their fold. Now itself Christians are in the correct chain of the priests, because baptization is the first ceremony, marriage is the second ceremony, burial is the third customs or rituals or ceremony. All the 3 points are in the hands of the church priests, so that Christians cannot come out of that. So they are keeping the blind faith, and those faith are created by these priests for cheating their own followers. So try to understand about Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads. Brahmanas and Aranyakas are not that much relevant in the 21st century. So try to understand the Vedas and Upanishads in the true spirit, not for becoming a Hindu, but for becoming a good human being. So let the Christians and Muslims and Hindus learn it and analyze whether what Zakir Hussain and M.M. Akbar is telling is true or daylight lie. Let our bishops, the priests, Dr. Koshi Abraham, Gamaliel, Benjamin, and so many good news people are talking these fraud messages, which goes deep into the heart of the blind Christians, and they think that their sin will be taken by Jesus Christ, who died 2000 years ago in Jammu Kashmir. So try to understand the truth. Whether you are understanding the truth or not is not my business. I am only informing you that you are all being cheated by your own leaders. That is my message. Thank you very much. My pranams to you.